Now to Nigeria, where early results in the general election show the ruling All Progressives Party candidate, Bola Tinubu, in the lead to replace the outgoing Muhammadu Buhari. But half the country's states still have to report results, and Tinubu's 17 rivals in this race are holding on. Nigeria's tightest election since the end of military rule in 1999 has been marred by violence, delays and allegations of fraud.
Three frontrunners, and all three say they're winning Nigeria's election. But with delays and disruptions since Saturday, the result is far from clear. People are getting impatient and increasingly worried.
Some of us stayed awake till late in the night voting and waited to see the result out.
We pray and hope they do their job very well, because winning this election will bring, it's not that it might, it will bring a very big problem to Nigeria.
This is considered the tightest presidential race in Nigeria since it ended military rule in 1999. But experts observing the election said voting over the weekend was affected by poor organization.
Late arrival of polling officials, voting materials, and in some cases, the delivery of wrong materials at polling stations across the country.
There has also been violence in several states. In one case on Sunday in Lagos, a group of men pretended to be electoral officials. They then stormed into the voting center and attacked. Amid the chaos, there have been a few reports of ballot snatching and many complaints of the electronic voting system that Nigeria is using for the first time. Political leaders have urged the Electoral Commission to declare results soon. They fear that further delays will dampen public trust and incite more violence.
We do not want this. We want peace in our country. We want a credible election, and we want us all to come together as Nigerians and make this thing work.
These security challenges will have to be tackled by the new president, once Nigerians know who that will be.
Let's talk to DW's Lagos Bureau Chief, Flourish Chukura, who's in Awka in Anambra State. Welcome, Flourish. So, results in from just under half of Nigeria's states. So, where's the biggest surprise been?
Well, Phil, Lagos is definitely a big surprise for a lot of people. Lagos has been the stronghold of the APC candidate, which is the ruling party's candidate, Bola Tinubu, since 1999. No other party has won Lagos for the presidential and governorship elections. And for the first time, Peter Obi won Lagos State, won Bola Tinubu in his own state. That definitely came as a big surprise. Another surprise is also Katsina State. That is where the president, Muhammadu Buhari, is from. PDP won President Buhari's party in his own state. But, you know, APC still remains in the lead. They are still leading so far. But then again, we don't know when the final results will be announced. It's still, you know, something that we cannot predict at this point. We just have to wait until the final results are announced. OK, and it staggers me. This is a field of 18 candidates, and in this field it's starting to look like a three-horse race between the ruling and opposition parties. And this Peter Obi, who you mentioned, from the Labour Party, he seems to have come out of nowhere. How has he managed to break through? Well, he's just tapped into the youth political awakening that is happening in Nigeria. Since the EndSARS protest of 2020, young people have been mobilizing and, you know, encouraging people to wake up and use their votes to actually protest against bad governance. If our viewers can recall, in 2020, there were massive protests that hit the streets of Nigeria, where young people were calling for an end to a notorious police unit. And at the end of the day, it's kind of evolved into a general protest against bad governance. And now that protest has resulted in what we are seeing now. And that is exactly what Peter Obi is tapping into, because to young people, he represents a new face, and he also represents someone that is not, part of the Nigeria's corrupt system.